Hey everybody, this review is on the new movie Missing. So the plot of this movie is this girl named June, played by Storm Reed, is home by herself for a few days because her mom, played by Nia Long, goes on a trip. And after a few days, uh, June really notices something weird. She hasn't responded to any of her texts, she hasn't picked up her phone, and she really hasn't kept in touch with her. So she feels something weird is going on, and a bunch of news breaks out that she's missing. And she sees it all over the news. It's a recurring thing that's going on. In June goes all throughout the internet to uncover a mystery of where she is, finds out how she can save her. I thought this was a fun movie. Yeah, I did see this last night and I actually quite enjoyed it. It's definitely a very unique kind of movie, if that makes sense, because the whole movie, it's a mystery movie, which I'm always a sucker for, but it's kind of not in a way you'd expect, because the a good majority of the movie is formatted like a podcast almost, because it's shot on a webcam, which you think that could be really lame and boring, but actually it's kind of interesting, and it really doesn't interfere with the story, because the story actually does is what keeps this movie running, because like I said, it's a mystery movie, and June goes throughout all this stuff just to find her mother. Like, she searches up, where she stayed at, and like, which leads to something else, kind of like clues. Like I said, it's like a mystery movie, and the and it really helps that June is kind of like she's kind of like what you'd expect from like a younger teenager character. Like, yeah, she can be a brat, of course, but she shows that deep down inside she cares about her mom. Like, even if she doesn't really want to show it, she goes through so much just to find her. Like, looks up where she's been, and looks up, you know, all kinds of things that could lead somewhere. And she even hires this guy who's who helps her try to find her, and he gets paid $8 an hour because obviously he was the cheapest one to get. That's why she got stuck with him. And the interactions that both of them have are actually pretty good, even though they're never physically on screen together. They do manage to make for have some interesting chemistry, and I do really like that they did that. And it makes for like for a movie that's kind of structured weird, it's like a very different kind of movie because none of the actors usually are on screen. They're kind of like video chatting, but that's what makes it interesting. And even though the whole movie is not like this, like when you get to the third act, it reveals the twist, which I'm not going to say a thing, but it actually is a twist that like you don't see coming, and like you're like, oh, and like you think like it's just gonna she's that June's just gonna find it on the internet or something. But no, it's actually something that you don't expect, and it's really makes for a really interesting third act because it's not formatted like the rest of the movie. And the acting's quite good. I think Storm Reed does a good. She's a pretty good child actress. I liked her in Invisible Man and The Suicide Squad, and I think she could be a good rising star. And I think she was really good in this movie. Honestly, like she really nails both the bratty teenager, but still kind of worried about her parent type kid. And I think she really does it well. And Nia Long's in the movie. She hasn't done anything in years. I was honestly surprised to see her, but like they both have good chemistry together. Like when they're there, and it makes for a lot of good conflict between the two, and like it furthers the story, and like you really see you don't see a lot of things coming. And like I said, it's like a mystery movie. Like lots of things, none of the scenes really feel pointless because they all really lead to something. So it's definitely a very interestingly formatted movie, and I definitely had a fun time. I don't think I mentioned. Actually, I never knew about this until one of my friends told me. This is actually a standalone sequel to Missing, which I've never seen. I mean, I heard, but I know in the trailer for this movie it says from the minds behind Searching, but I thought that was just a way of saying it was from the same director. I had no idea this was connected, and I've never seen Searching, but after seeing this, yeah, I think I'd want to check it out. I mean, even I don't know if this movie is kind of deemed a rehash, but I did. But as someone who just viewed the movie as it is without knowing like anything about the previous one, I had an entertaining time, and for a January movie, I actually really enjoyed this one, and because you don't get a lot of good movies in January, but this movie was pretty solid, and I really had a fun time with this. I would definitely watch it again in the future, and I think I liked it enough to want to see Searching. So yeah, Missing. If you've seen, all the Christmas blockers, like if you've already seen Avatar and whatnot, like I think this is a good one to check out. It's if you just want to kill an afternoon, I'd recommend this. Or even if you don't think it's theater worthy, I'd say it's definitely worth a rental, because I think it's a movie. It's a pretty solid movie, and I was very entertained by it, and that's all I wanted. So this movie didn't disappoint. I felt it had potential, and I walked out pretty satisfied and entertained. So yeah, Missing. I really enjoyed this one. And for the trailers, I got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I cannot wait for this movie. I I know I've said it time and time again, but I really this is my most anticipated movie of this year, as you all know, because I loved the first Spider Verse, and I can't wait to see this one. It's really gonna be amazing. Really, I really think this will be a great big screen experience in terms of an animated movie. And I think this movie will be really great, and it's going to be great seeing all the different Spider Man. And just this trailer alone in the theater got me hyped. So I really want to know how great it looks on the big screen. So I really can't wait for this. Across the Spider Verse, why June? June's so long, but oh well. I'm really excited for this. Uh, I got 65. This movie looks pretty good. It's a sci-fi action movie. It's called 65 because it takes place 65 million years ago, uh and it's there's lots of dinosaurs and cavemen. And like it looks fun. Like I'm actually quite interested in seeing this one. I think it said it was from the director, no, the writer of A Quiet Place. So that's a pretty good sign. So I'm definitely intrigued to check this out, and I don't know, I don't really know that much. I didn't hear about this movie until last night. Well, I knew the title, I just never knew what it was about. But I'm pretty interested in seeing 65. I really hope this one will be good. I mean, you can't go wrong with like prehistoric dinosaur type movies. They're always fun. So yeah, 65. I'll have to check this one out. I got Evil Dead Rise. I don't know if this is connected to like the Evil Dead remake or any of the Evil Dead. I don't know if this is a sequel or a remake or whatever, but there's no Bruce Campbell. I don't know if this will be worth watching, so yeah, I don't know about this one. I mean, I love the original Evil Dead trilogy, but this, I honestly don't know. I got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah, this is the new trailer though, because the first trailer I've been getting so many times. It'll probably just be it is what it is. The Ant-Man movies, I thought they weren't bad. I just thought they're kind of average, if not pointless, because not much people really care about Ant-Man. But I guess for what they did, they were entertaining enough. I don't know if I'll see this, but I mean, it is cool to see MODOK in a movie finally, so that's cool. But I don't know if I'll see it. But I guess we'll have to see when it's out. I don't know. I got Champions. This one looks pretty good. It's a new movie. I think the Farley brothers directed it. Yeah, and it stars Woody Harrelson. And I always like kind of these sports kind of movies, and it's a comedy film. I mean, it's a Farley brothers movie, of course, but I might see this one. It actually looks pretty good, so I'll have to keep this one in mind. So Champions, yeah, I maybe I could see this. Maybe I could just stream it, but I usually like sports related films, so I'll probably check it out. And I got Scream 6. I've only seen the first Scream movie, believe it or not, but I might check out the other four before. No, I mean five before this one's out, because I'm pretty interested in seeing how this one will turn out. Because I mean I thought the first Scream, like, I enjoyed it. It was, kind of like a fun satire of of slasher films, and like it's very goofy, but still manages to be pretty scary at the same time. Like it's a comedy that's not really on the nose, if that makes any sense. So I'll have to watch the other films before this one comes out. So I'll definitely the sequels to Scream are definitely on my watch list. So yeah, Missing, I thought it was pretty solid. I definitely think it's worthy of a watch if you don't really have anything else, if there's really nothing you want to see that's out now. I definitely recommend this. It's nothing incredible or amazing, but it's entertaining, and I think you'll definitely get great entertainment value out of it. So, yeah, I had a fun time with Missing. So, yeah, sorry if I haven't posted as much as I normally do, but that's my review of Missing. So I I'll see you later in the year when I'll review definitely a bunch of other stuff. So take care.